And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. All set to bring you Game 3 of the American League Wild Card Series. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
This is as good as it gets in a three-game series, Boog. I mean, one game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. Got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Slade Ciccone. What do you have on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that ball is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box. Got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Base hit center field.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Kerry Carpenter will hit next. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. One run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. And they're up by 3.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Riley Green. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dylan Dingler. Line drive, caught.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So 2 on with 2 away. The batter now, Javier Baez. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Forget it. He sends one out the opposite way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Slade Ciccone won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Joey Cantillo takes over on the mound.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
So the batting order turns over. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. He's already homered in this game. Swung on, belted. That one hops against the fence.
Now batting, second baseman.
Runner first with 2 away. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one hops the wall. Coming home. Safe. It's 8-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So man aboard. Now it's the DH. Kerry Carpenter singled and scored his first time. Now a screamer into the outfield. Nabs it, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And today on the hill, Jack Flaherty. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Cut on and missed. Good change up right there.
1 ball,
and the
1
count
strike.
even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Now fly ball to right center. It gets down a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Daniel Schneemann now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Kwan stands at first with 1 out. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Hit in the air, right field. Perez should have this one. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fourth.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Guardians leave 1, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Decisive third game of the wild card round. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson measures 6 feet even, 220 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. Cantillo back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to hit, Riley Green makes the catch. 1 down.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
And up next for Detroit, Dylan Dingler. 0-for-1 so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. He's got it, and that is that. Tigers strand a pair as the lead holds at 8-0. Here in Cleveland, and now the DH, Nolan Jones.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Fastball for a strike. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The first knuckle curve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. He swings and fouls one off. Arias with a homer in his last game. Tap foul at the plate. And that misses. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. And now 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's Lane Thomas. And he pumps it a strike. Thomas went deep in his most recent game. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing here this half. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Tigers 8 and the Guardians nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. Javi Baez digs in right side. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the 1st round out of high school in Florida. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Parker Meadows.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. He's already homered here in this one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His second homer of this series. It's 10-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
1 out, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 11-0. This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Here comes the manager.
Now pitching
So
for the
Cleveland brings
Guardians.
on a new reliever, Colby Allard.
Number 49.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the
Colby
score right
Allard.
where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting left fielder Riley Green.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
And now Riley Green. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. Hard hit down the line and left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Now batting right fielder Wenzel Perez.
And now Wenzel Perez. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And that one hops the wall. Coming around third is Torkelson. The relay. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. And the lead continues to grow.
Waste no time there. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. That one is absolutely belted. It's a bomb. That'll fire up the dugout. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 14-0. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next to hit, Zach McKinstry. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Man at first. Now it's Javier Baez. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. This one smoked out to left. Quan makes the play, and that is that. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Tigers lead this one 14-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. Rocchio was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs.
I'm sure he's happy after all that production in the last game. I went to the archives for this nugget. You know who has the most 5 RBI games in a single season? Juan Gonzalez with 8 in 1998.
Flaherty winds and deals. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
Batting ninth, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Popped up. Torkelson brings it in for the 3rd out. Guardians fail to score, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Back here in Cleveland, and stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Gosh, Boog, he's making it look easy. This is the toughest time of the year to hit, but he's making it look like it's spring training, and he's facing a guy from AAA.
So a man at first. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Throw comes in. Runner stop. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out.
All over that one right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Center field. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. But a run does come in to score.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. Bang, bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jacob Junis.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Line drive. Thomas makes the catch. And that is that. So it's one run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Tigers are out front 15-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Daniel Schneemann. Strike one.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
In for a strike. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Grabs it barehanded. Not in time. He's safe.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Flied to right his first time. And there's a foul ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone, pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And the righty deals. He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Mansardo. He's 0 for 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that King Griffey Jr. hit the first triple.
Baez. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. The Tigers lead it 15-0. Decisive 3rd game of the wild card round. And now here is Riley Green. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 16-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now here is Wenzel Perez. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 17-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Thomas going back, and that one is off the wall. It's a double, third hit of the night for him.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So man aboard, and now Zach McKinstry, 1 for 3. That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. Their third home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 19-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jacob Junis will depart, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching
Tim
for the
Herron
Guardians.
gets the call from the pen.
Number 29. Tim Herron.
So here's Baez now. This one smoked, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Now batting, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Parker Meadows. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Quan right there to make the grab. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed.
Here in Cleveland, bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Bo Naylor. Flaherty back to work. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
One and two now. Stays alive. fouls it off. Still 1-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Now batting.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The Tigers up big in this one here in this decisive game 3 of the wild card series. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Flaherty departs. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Tommy
Detroit.
Kahnle on to pitch out of the
Number
pen here.
43.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. And ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Torkelson. And he makes the catch. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the 7th now in game 3. Detroit is out in front, 19-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Guardians.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Hunter
33.
Gaddis.
Hunter got it.
Here's the catcher,
Leading off for
Dylan
Detroit.
Dingler,
Catcher,
known for
Dylan
his
Dingler.
rocket arm behind the plate. That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of.
We have Tyler Holt on the pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one rookie, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So digging in, Kyle Mansardo. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
High fly ball out towards left field. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Nolan.
So they're down to their final out.
Jones.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground, and this should do it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
And up next for Cleveland,
Now batting,
Gabriel
the
Arias.
shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Right through there for a strike. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of Game 3. In there at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Ball game. The Detroit Tigers are headed to the American League Division Series. So the Detroit Tigers take Game 3 and are on to the Division Series, Singy. This was a tough task having to play all 3 games in hostile territory, but they got it done winning 2 out of 3.
Well, you said it. Winning is always a challenge on the road, but even more so in the postseason. They showed me a lot in this series, and I think this win is going to send them into the next round feeling pretty confident about what they can accomplish here in October.
And a tough end.
Shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the hammer.